Thank you very much, Mr. Matushi. Our next speaker is Ms. Pashayeva from Azerbaijan. Please take the floor.
Chairman, dear ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I thank Mr. Schreiner and Mr. Lemire for the extensive information regarding EBRD's contribution to economic development of the Central and Eastern Europe, as well as its activity in the Central Asia and Caucasian countries. The EBRD takes active part in the project implemented in Azerbaijan in the fields of power, infrastructure, and banking sector, and we are grateful to the organization for this. Nevertheless, I would like to firstly bring light to some issues in the report and learn Mr. Lemire's opinion regarding them. The report states that half of the population of Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Kyrgyzstan, Moldova, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan live in poverty, and the sluggish implementation of democracy and legal reforms, underdeveloped infrastructure, widely spread corruption, unemployment, as well as small amount of investments in these fields, slow the economic development. I would like to bring it to Mr. Rapporteur's attention that the biggest problem impeding the economic development of Azerbaijan after the country gained independence is the Armenian aggression against Azerbaijan and occupation of 20% of its territory. The official Baku had to provide the hundreds of thousands of refugees and internal displaced persons forced out from native lands with accommodation, food, public health, and education services. These people have been living the life of internal displaced persons for more than 10 years, for Armenia doesn't pay attention to all the resolutions adopted by international organizations, and certainly this fact cannot help affecting the country's economic advance. Besides, occupation of 1/5 of Azerbaijan territories had also paralyzed the country's economic system. The country's economic and social field suffered damage amounting to $50 billion. However, the economic reforms carried out in Azerbaijan and the proper political course led to bringing the economic growth rate of Azerbaijan up to 26.4% in 2005, which is considered the highest indicator in the entire world. This year, the figure is expected to reach 35–40%. I would like to point it out that in the recent 2 years, the poverty level in the country has reduced from 40% down to 29%. This year, the figure is expected to lessen again. Despite the strong political pressures from some foreign forces, Azerbaijan, together with its partners, made the huge projects of Baku-Tbilisi-Ceyhan oil pipeline and Baku-Tbilisi-Erzurum gas pipeline a reality, which are of particular importance only not for the region, but also for Europe. The BTC oil pipeline is already put into operation. On July 13th, a big event will be held in Turkey in regard of this, which participation of high-ranking officials from Europe. According to the agreement signed between the official Baku and Astana several days ago, Kazakhstan will deliver a part of its big oil resources to the world markets via the BTC pipeline. In addition, the Baku-Tbilisi-Erzurum gas line will also be made active this year, which will create ground for delivery of the Azerbaijan gas to European markets. The report marks that the Assembly intends to get familiarized with the new power strategies worked out by the European Bank of Reconstruction and Development and hopes the bank will increase its investments in the energy field by the 50% in the coming 5 years. It would be interesting to hear Mr. Lemire's ideas concerning the future plans regarding Azerbaijan in the bank's energy strategy. In general, it would be very interesting for us if Mr. Lemire provided detailed information about the future project the EBRD intends to realize or support in the South Caucasus and particularly in Azerbaijan. In addition, I think many of you know that Azerbaijan, Georgia, and Turkey are working seriously on the railroad line project to connect Europe and Asia, the Kars-Tbilisi-Baku railroad project. We would like to know how the European Bank of Reconstruction and Development is planning to support this big and important project. Thanks.